I'm Phil. The first thing you should know about me is that I won Most Likely to Be a Rabbi 7 years in a row at my Jewish summer camp. This was, in retrospect, a high watermark for my Judaism and began a slow drift away from spirituality and lineage. Services were traded for beer in college. A secular version of Burning Man came and went in my 20s. And by my early 30s, I married a wonderful non-Jewish woman named Johanna. We wanted to have kids but couldn't. After 2 years of trying, we both entered deep depressions and started IVF. A year and several procedures later, we didn't have much to show for it. We faked joy for friends when they announced they were expecting, then fully unraveled when these same friends announced their second was on the way. Finally, at an Easter dinner in 2023, 3.5 years into an emotional train wreck of infertility, we received the test results. We were having a baby. After a few months of celebration and tears, I was hit by the most predictable boomerang in Judaism. Regret that I had drifted so far from Jewish community, confusion around whether this baby would be a Jew, and grief that I was ending a Jewish lineage. I wondered what my great-grandmother would think about this lineage that had survived centuries of persecution only to be shrugged off at the moment freedom was attained. Johanna was so good to me. She agreed to raise our kids Jewish and speed dated synagogues with me in her second trimester. The first several felt like the Judaism I had drifted from, kinda sterile, kinda boring. Johanna couldn't see herself involved. Then we walked into Hokmah and people were dancing in the aisles to Lecha Dodi. I just started crying as lyrics I didn't know I remembered came up and out through my mouth and people invited me to dance. And Johanna was stoked too. She was like, these hippies remind me of the Berkeley I grew up in. Hokmah is the type of place where I feel a sense of belonging. A sense that I found the community I want to be in relationship with for decades. I'm so grateful for the activist friends I've met here at Hokmah, the meditation practice I'm building, and for the services that are so accessible to families of varying Jewish literacy. But mostly it's the singing and dancing. Can y'all raise your hand if, from time to time, you find yourself in the aisles dancing to Lecha Dodi? You are the reason I'm a member here, the reason my wife is interested in these traditions, the reason Gabe is growing up surrounded by Jewish community, continuing the lineage. If you're new to the community, you should check out a Friday night service. And if you dance in the aisles, I hope you consider joining this community by becoming a member. Hokmah does such a good job of being welcoming to everyone. You can go to basically any event without being a member and most without donating, and it's worked. Hokmah is hot right now, and most Shabbats are standing room only. But a side effect of this openness is that there are fewer members and a smaller budget than you might expect. I took the step of becoming a member a little over a year ago, and it has magnified this sense of belonging by giving back. There's a joy that comes from being part of the group that helps create this community that makes Judaism feel fresh, progressive, and like a home. This warm, glowing sense of belonging is best embraced as a two-way street. Even a one-time donation, if you are financially able, will keep this community going. There's a line in Lecha Dodi that gets me. Shamor v'zachor bedibur echad, to safeguard and remember in a single utterance. It gets me because it captures everything I'm doing here at Hokmah, welcoming the Sabbath bride the same way my ancestors did, harmonizing with my great-grandmother, safeguarding the lineage, teaching Gabe to remember.